But first, let's go over to Cheryl, who's going to have a ball making some whipper-snapper cookies that are featured in author Joanne Fluke's latest mystery novel.
That's right, Bill. You got the ice cream, I get the cookies. Our next guest is a Southern California-based author who specializes in what's called culinary mystery, a whodunit wrapped around delicious recipes. Joanne Fluke's new book, Red Velvet Cupcake Murder, is the 16th in her Hannah Swensen series and features more than 24 recipes, including the cookie recipe Joanne will show us how to make today. Thanks for coming in, Joanne.
Thank you for inviting me, Cheryl.
But it's Red Velvet Cupcake Murder, but you're making whippersnapper cookies. What's up with that?
Oh, the Red Velvet Cupcakes are a little too complicated to demonstrate today.
And the culinary mystery, where did that whole thing with you come from?
Well, I was born and raised in Minnesota, and we always made cookies. Cookies for every occasion. I had so many cookie recipes. When my editor at Kensington said, "Would you like to write a cozy mystery series?" I said, "Can I put recipes in it?" And he said, "Sure." And that's how it came to be.
Well, let's start making your cookies, and we'll talk about the book too. So where do we start with these whippersnapper cookies?
Okay, we have half a box of yellow cake mix in this bowl. And I'm going to hand that spoon right over to you. Okay, here is an egg, and we just whipped it up in a glass with a fork. I'm going to dump that in. We hope I dump right today.
And of course, your main character, Hannah Swensen, has a bakery.
She does. She has a bakery called the Cookie Jar in Lake Eden, Minnesota. And she solves mysteries. Here, she puts in the pineapple. Whoa, can you get that out of there? Oh, good. That was sticky.
Yeah.
It is well drained. It's an 8-ounce can.
Okay.
Okay. And now we're just going to stir that up a little bit. And then we're going to add the rest of the cake mix. This is the rest of this.
This almost looks like it needs some more liquid, but I guess you know what you're doing.
I do. I do. Just wait. It'll be okay. Oh, there we go.
And your books have starting with the first series with chocolate chip cookies, blueberry muffins, cherry cheesecake, carrot cake. You have all kinds of neat titles for your mysteries for Hannah.
I do. I have all, they're all good food. Did you notice?
I noticed that.
And they're all desserts. Did you notice?
I did notice that.
Right. Okay, I'm going to dump in this coconut next. It's a cup of coconut. Okay. I know it's getting pretty dry in there. But we're going to take care of that right now by putting in 2 cups of Cool Whip.
Oh, my favorite.
And that's where the name comes from. Is
the
whippersnappers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing here. I mean, nobody's actually told me that. But you just mix up this extremely sticky dough. And it is extremely sticky. There we go.
This looks like something in my kitchen I'd have my hands into.
Oh yeah, you could do that. You know, I don't like to do that on television. People won't eat my cookies then. But
and then from this point, when we get everything mixed together, is that where we go to the?
That is when we go to coating, making cookie balls. And I generally do that with a spoon, but I have one made today. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. You just drop a ball of dough into this bowl of powdered sugar and roll it around with your fingers and put it on a cookie sheet and take a half of maraschino cherry and just plunk it right on top. Then you put it in the oven at 350 for 15 minutes and you get those cookies.
They look fabulous.
Oh, they are good.
Now tell us what Hannah Swensen is up to in the Red Velvet Cupcake Murders.
Well, of course, Hannah, I've got to tell you, Lake Eden, Minnesota there's no crime to speak of, you know, no theft, no vandalism, but it is the murder capital of the world. So she is solving another murder. And this murder concerns her arch rival. And Hannah is a suspect in this murder. So she's got to solve it and catch the real killer. Otherwise, they could lock her up.
Absolutely. Now, how much after all these books is Hannah you and you Hannah?
Oh, that's a tough one. Some people say I am Hannah. I don't think I am. I think Hannah's nicer than I am. She's my ideal best friend. So she is ideal.
And you keep putting her in these situations, but you know, she lives through you. And one of our guests, Rebecca, who was just here, said she loves your books. She reads them all the time.
Oh, how nice of her. That's great. I have to go see her play.
Absolutely. And the cookie recipes and all the recipes, you've got, what, more than a dozen recipes in the new book?
Oh yeah, I think there's over 20 actually, for everything. Most of them are desserts. A few are quick meals. but mostly desserts.
Now, how do they fit into the story themselves?
Well, Hannah owns the Cookie Jar, and that's a bakery and a coffee shop in Lake Eden, Minnesota, and she stumbles over dead bodies all the time. Amazing, isn't it?
It is. Well, we'll let you know you can meet Joanne Fluke tomorrow starting at 6:30. She'll be signing copies of Red Velvet Cupcake Murder at the Fountain Bookstore. That's down in Shockoe Slip. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you for all the recipes.
Oh, thank you,
More than
Cheryl.
20 in the new book. And that's going to do it for today's Virginia This Morning. Carrie and I will be back for the CBS 6 News at noon, so we'll see you then. We're going to eat cookies, dip them in some ice cream. Keep going.
I can hardly wait.